retired firefighters, but we also pay respects to our departed members of the department. I'd like to recognize several people that have come here. I'll do it en masse in group. First of all, our retired firefighters, off to my left here. Thank you very much. Friends and family that came here from Stoughton Fire, thank you all. Please, a round of applause for all of you. And our distinguished members from the state, county, and the town of Stoughton. I'll go from left to right. Senator Walter Timilty. How about we just all do a grand applause for all of us? And our very own Stoughton Fire Department honor guard. This year we have two very special guests, two daughters of members of Stoughton Fire. Mallory Breen, the daughter of retired Deputy Chief Scott Breen, and Maddie Peck, the daughter of Lieutenant Mike Peck, and granddaughter of Senior Firefighter Roy Peck. Please keep Roy in your thoughts. He's, had some medical issues going on, and please thoughts and prayers Roy Peck and the Peck family. If I could now ask Maddie and Marilyn, please come to my left. Start the belt. Department, attention. Woo! The national anthem. Reset, firefighters, reset, hey!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was truly outstanding, ladies, and on behalf of the members of Stoughton Fire Department, thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, it's in there. Say a few words on behalf of the state. I'd like to call Senator Walter Timilty and Representatives Phil Galvin and Ted Phillips up front and center.
Good morning, everybody. It's a privilege to be here. Representative Galvin unfortunately had a family. Called me yesterday. He said, I'm going to try to break away from this family event. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but he did. This morning is all about gratitude, right? It is about gratitude for firefighters Millennium Caliber who made the ultimate sacrifice. It's about gratitude for the department that came before, who was always willing to don the uniform, to run out and answer the bell. It's about the gentlemen who are standing in the back of the room right now, who are ready to do it if it comes in right now. But it's also about you. It's also about the families who sacrifice holidays, who sacrifice birthday parties and family occasions so that these gentlemen can do, and women, excuse me, gentlemen and women can do what they do so well on behalf of the town of Stoughton and the greater region. So, as a very proud state representative for half of the town of Stoughton, I just want to add my voice in gratitude. I want to say thank you for all that you do, for the sacrifices that you make for the town of Stoughton on a daily basis. We are truly grateful. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. I had to park 3 blocks away. But it's a pleasure to be here this morning. I'm glad I was able to make it, and I appreciate Teddy for covering for me. And Teddy said he represents half of Stoughton, but technically we both represent all of Stoughton, even though only half you can vote for. But it's an honor to be here today to observe Firefighters Sunday. It is with deep sadness and enduring gratitude that we gather at this time at this firehouse to pay tribute to the men and women who gave their lives in service to their communities as firefighters. My prayers are with you today as you remember your fallen Stoughton firefighters and their families. We honor their memory, their bravery, and their dedication to the people of Stoughton. Few professions place people in harm's way as often as firefighting does. Average people run from burning buildings or car wrecks or disasters, but firefighters run into these situations. It takes a unique courage to do your jobs, and only the bravest individuals are called to this profession. Thank you for keeping Stoughton residents safe from harm's way. God bless you, and God bless the memories of your fallen colleagues. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Chief Carroll, Chief Maycomer, and Deputy Chief Brackett, all the men and women of the Stoughton Fire Department, and of course our retirees, who I affectionately refer to as the Ready Reserve. I know that you would do this job in a second, and could do it in a second. And have obviously erected the foundation for a wonderful department that is known throughout the Commonwealth. I happen to have the privilege of serving as the Chair of Public Safety and Homeland Security, so I work with fire chiefs, firefighters, and departments from all around the country. And Stoughton Fire in this local and its leadership are renowned throughout the Commonwealth for excellence. I know Bill and Ted would concur with me, and Commissioner Stady, and of course our Select Board members Steve Cavey and Joe McCrisky. It is an honor to work for you and with you and with this magnificent department. And today, at Firefighter Sunday, we thank you for your brave service to this town and for the tremendous job that you do so well each and every day. This town is proud of you. We are all eternally grateful to you for serving in this noble and dangerous profession. Each year, by proclamation of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, we set aside the second Sunday of June to honor and memorialize our active and retired members of this fire department and fire departments all around the Commonwealth, and to pay tribute to those members who have passed away during the previous year and in past years. To the families of our firefighters who sit here before us and stand beside us, thank you so very much for having shared your beloved firefighter with us all so that they could protect our life and our property. And a special thanks to our national anthem singers. What a wonderful rendition. I know Chief Carroll affectionately referred to you as Eminem. You are magnificent. And to each and every one of your family members, thank you throughout the years. There were so many holidays, and after so many holidays, birthdays and gatherings, missed because of this job. We've sacrificed family time to protect all of us. It's never easy. Yet, our families of our firefighters know that this call must be answered. The memories of our firefighters, and Ted, thank you for remembering firefighters Melinda and Kelleher, will always resonate in our hearts. As a kid growing up, I read about firefighter Melinda, and have since been told by your fellow firefighters about his sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice, and what a great man he was. This will all... I think that might get my remarks and maybe my career are coming to a close. Therefore, today, we remember proudly the dedication and commitment and sacrifice with which these firefighters and each and every one of you have served, building the foundation of our current outstanding department. Great leadership, great officers, great rank and file firefighters, and great families make this department the great department that it is. So thank you, and God bless each and every one of our firefighters, your families, the town of Stoughton, of course, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and of course our magnificent country, the best country on earth, the United States of America. Thank you all.
On behalf of Chief Carroll and members of the Stoughton Fire Department, I'd like to read a meritorious service award from the chief and the whole department to Senator Walter Timilty for your selfless service to the Stoughton Fire Department as a state senator for the town of Stoughton. Regardless of the circumstances, you continuously went above and beyond the call of duty for the town of Stoughton. Your dedication to the community and to the men and women of Stoughton Fire serve as a role model that very few have emulated. Your gallant service reflects great character and dedication to the Stoughton Fire Department and the residents of the town of Stoughton. On behalf of Stoughton Fire Department, thank you for your tireless service and devotion to duty, awarded this 9th day of June, 2024.
Of course, as Ken and Bill will say, I've never turned down an opportunity to speak, but I am speechless for this. I've been in public life now for almost 26 years, and this is right up there with I look up to firefighters. I know Ted, Bill, and too. And my friends and colleagues, Dick Stady, Steve Campy, and Joe McChristy, we look up to you. So to be honored with this, I am certainly not worthy of it, but I will treasure it. At the end of every day, my father, who's recovering from surgery right now, and is getting better, he always wants me to check in. I can watch my parents up for about 5 minutes, and I'm a privilege.
County Commissioner Stady, would like to say a few words. No, sir.
I'm looking for the
Loud and proud, sir.
Unlike my good colleague in the Senate, Walter Timilty, I'll never pass up a chance to speak, but I'll make my comments very brief this morning. First of all, thank you for having me to this wonderful, wonderful event. Distinguished colleagues in the State House, Representative Galvin, Representative Phillips, Senator Timilty, our members of the Select Board are here, Chairman Cavey and Joe McChristy and his lovely wife. To the retired firefighters and to our active firefighters and to all the guests, a couple of things I will add because a lot has already been said. Number one, I'm very honored to come here as member of the Norfolk County Commissioners. I represent Joe Shea, Peter Collins, and myself. And we were very fortunate and we were able to get the town of Stoughton, as some of you know, over $5 million in opera funds that was used for the town of Stoughton to construct a new fire station. And I think you're aware of that. I've spoken groundbreaking and I'm looking forward very soon to when it opens up. Chief has assured me that I'll be an invited guest. I'm sure there'll be many people, but I'd be very honored to be there again. So continue your good work, and obviously we support you in that way as best we can. On a personal note, probably unlike my great colleagues here, many, many years ago, I actually was an educator and also an athletic trainer, and I took a class, an EMT class at Northeastern, got certified. And one of the wonderful things about that is you form a lot of friendship and do a lot of good, and you learn a lot too. And I ran into one of my former classmates here, firefighter named John, right? He greeted me when I came in, and he said, "How you doing?" I said, "My goodness." Seems like yesterday we were taking a class at Northeastern and struggling, but we did fine. Obviously, he went on to become a regular firefighter, and here I was. I mean, you did a captain? Chief, see that? See how much I missed? That's when I'm studying law. I was buried in the law books. Well, you're a chief, my God. I just became a commissioner. But as an EMT, I can tell you the training I had was excellent, and it gave you a little bit of insight into the perils you face and the jobs you face. Obviously, in athletic fields, I'm dealing with broken bones and injured, sprained ankles. But part of my training, I had to serve time, live, and also I had to keep my training up. And I spent many hours with the Cannon Fire, with Butch King. Some of you may know that name, and others, as far as getting my training in. All I did was my level of respect went higher and higher and higher each time I spent time with the Canton Fire Department and, with the training. And I just have great respect for what you do. So, for those who made the ultimate sacrifice, for those who are retired, for those who are active, I stand here in awe of you, and I thank you for your service. I look forward to be able to continue to help you any way I can as a commissioner and working with my great colleagues, both at the local level and at the state level. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Here today, this may be the last time you see 30 Freeman Street in its current state. Thanks to the Commissioner of Norfolk County. We're going to go into renovating this station, be the new Stoughton Fire headquarters and the Emergency Operations Center for the town of Stoughton. Thank you again. Chair of the Select Board for the town of Stoughton, the Honorable Stephen Gaby.
We also have Joe McCrisky here, who's been a member for a very long time. I think the second longest serving selectman in the town of Stoughton. I would pass along the chance to speak to him as well, but I just wanted to reemphasize that today is very much about, at least from my perspective, about gratitude. It's about thanking the men and women of the fire department who have exemplified honor and excellence and to a very large degree teamwork. That is one of the great lessons that many of us take away from your hard work, is the importance of teamwork. It's through teamwork that you come home safely each night. It's also through teamwork, as the example we take from it is how much we can accomplish through working together. And I've seen over the last couple of years, everything from the fire department, leadership of the fire department, town manager's office, select board, our senators, our representatives, our county commissioner, have all worked very hard to make the fire station available to the town of Stoughton, the excellent fire department. And as much as the fire department is steeped in tradition, we also, one of our great strengths in Stoughton is constantly improving, becoming a better version of ourselves every year. And for that, take these roles so seriously, take the lives of this community so seriously. I am extremely grateful to past and present members of the fire department. I'd like to give Joe McCrisky an opportunity to speak as well. Thank you very much for all the hard work.
It's funny when I stand here now and I see some of our esteemed retirees, a couple of them I remember coming on, so that shows we're all, I can't sit there, but I hear it going, definitely going. But it was funny, the door was so funny. I think that was a message from Ed and Victor that said, just get out of this building already. and I want to say, folks, I've been here a long time, and I've seen some great things happen. Getting the fire station approved finally was monumental. And again, to our friend, Richard stated, Commissioner of Norfolk County, how instrumental he was. ARPA funds were being released to cities and towns for projects. Little of this, little of that, addition to a school, maybe a new floor, a firehouse or whatever. Nobody had all of their funds allocated to one project. And I don't believe, Mr. Commissioner, anybody has since.
Just Randolph.
Randolph? Okay, we were the first.
You were first.
We were the test case, but it was under his leadership, and I just want you to know. So I'm happy, as you know, I'm still drying out. I started out to bring our renovated 1928 Maxim fire truck here for you all to see. I didn't get 300 feet out of the location in Avon when the skies opened up. And no windshield, no roof, you're driving. Imagine, right? It's very uncomfortable when you're sitting on a seat where the water collects. So I had to bring that back, but we will have another event that allows you folks all to see the fire truck. Thank you to anyone here from the CPC committee, town meeting representatives who voted $185,000 to renovate the fire truck. I'm a history geek, folks. I love it. I'm not a firefighter. But that truck and another one I'll tell you about is the memory of the people here. That truck in 1928, 29, came into this station, backed in for the first time. There's pictures of it sitting right here when it was new in 1928, with Chief Pye and his captain sitting on it. It's the memory of those people who did the job, and I've heard in the antique fire world, it's a thing when ladders were made of wood and men were made of steel. Because I went about driving the thing in the rain. Can you imagine what it's like with sleet and snow, 20 degrees, and you're fighting a fire? A lot different than the technology that's available to us today. So I enjoyed that project, and I promise you'll be seeing it very, very soon. And also, I want to thank here publicly members of the Local 1512 under Lieutenant Goldberg's leadership that a lot of people don't know that we actually got back another piece of Stoughton firefighting history about a year and a half ago. About that time, right? About a year and a half ago. And Brian Harkins, is he here? No. Brian Harkins was instrumental. We now have back in our possession an 1855 hand pumper engine, if you want to call it an engine. It's a hand pump that men dragged to a fire scene, filled up the middle with water, extended two big handles, you've seen them on TV, and the old people would pump. The firefighters would pump the water to put the fire out. We have that back in our possession. It was at the Acton Fire Department, and it was not being used. It was called Bay State 3. And we now have that in our possession. The union was good enough to transfer the care and custody to the Historical Society. So again, any town meeting reps or CPC members here, there'll be another application coming in for the restoration. Where we're going to put it, who knows? Because we have all to do just to find a place for engine 2. But I just want, from a history standpoint and for the dedication, you know, with Stoughton, we all know Stoughton can fight. We can argue and disagree with people. But at times like this is our community. And through the leadership of firefighters, making a difference in our town, police, public works, whoever it is, they are our community. So, Lieutenant, from me, to the Historical Society, to all young men and women, Local 1512, thank you for that generous gesture. And there'll be a lot of polishing for a lot of you, so get ready for it. Thank you.
Gentlemen, our town manager, Thomas Coulter, was unable to attend due to family commitments. He did reach out to us directly and say that his thoughts and prayers are with our active, retired, and departed members. On behalf of Stoughton Fire Department, Fire Chief Michael Carroll.
Thank you. You know, as fire chief, I've been to a lot of public displays and memorials, but this one always really hits home. I appreciate, first of all, let me welcome Gaby, select board member, I'll be all right, Joe McCrisky. There's a lot of people there. Timothy, Representative Ted Phillips, Mr. Galvin, and Mr. Steve from the Norfolk County Commission. You know, I always get nervous up here because I don't know what to say. Because I think the impact of a memorial that is so impactful on Stoughton Fire. Every time we go to other departments, respond mutual aid. It really, really allows me to see what we have here. Our retirees, you have built this. I reflect often of Victor. I reflect often of Freddie Little. And it's more than just today, but every decision I make is based on that. This department is moving in such a pace with a whole project of a new fire station, renovating this too, and also we will also be working on Central Street. Along with that, we met with the challenges of today. These men and women are some of the best, if not the best, firefighters, paramedics in not only the Commonwealth, but I would put them up against anybody. Stoughton's changed. You know, there were years ago that buildings were built in a way that I would stay inside that building for an hour, 2 hours while it's on fire, feeling totally comfortable. Today, with lightweight truss, we have about 20 minutes before that building's coming down. And if we're not making any progress, we really have to evaluate, size up, and probably pull everybody out. Our success rate in the fire service on getting somebody out of the building within 4 minutes of our arrival gives them a 70% chance to live. That's our turnout time, that's our response time, that's getting everybody in their position. We have come up with ways to make this place safer, make this job safer, and there's all different types of things. But I think moving forward and what we've been progressing towards is an aggressive, intelligent attack of fires. Getting water on those fires are the most important thing. And we can't do that if we don't work as a team. And we cannot do that if we don't respond with the number of personnel it takes to do a number of tasks. Move that hose line, vent search from the ladder company, quick size up, communications. This job is changing. We have lithium-ion batteries that are so violent in their fires. The building construction is keeping all the heat in. And this is a concern of mine every night. My wife can attest. I get up every, 3 times this week probably, and respond. My goal is to get there. And it isn't that they don't know. These are absolute professionals. But I'm not afraid to tell you that I'm nervous, right? We have had such a changeover. Guys sitting over here to my left, they retired, and we've lost so many through retirement. We have so many young members. I think last time I checked, 49.6, and I'm not a data guy, of members here have less than 5 years on the job. And what's that mean? It means we have to train. It also means I'm very nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I guess, they're even training on the weekends. I heard them go out, retirees, and we understand the dedication, what this community means to us, and how we want to succeed. I might be a little bit of a perfectionist. I may make them a little bit nervous on apparatus placement, why you put it here. I just need to know where are we, what are we doing, and where are we going. What do we need to correct? These members are going to training down in Pennsylvania. They're going all over the country to get this training. And it's paying back in huge, to bring back to the members and teach us and teach them. This day, I remember the day that morning. I was at Brewer Street when Victor passed. And it sits with me. I was there the day Fred Little passed. It was Easter Sunday. Told my wife I was going to go down, see Fred before we went to my sister's. And we went in peace. And I was glad I was there to see him. But I don't want to have to deal with that with any active member ever again. Cancer is at high rates, but we do not stop doing what we're doing. We will respond. It's not because we keep doing the same thing over and over. We adapt. We have to think outside the box, right? We have to grow as this community grows. 29,000 people in this town. Anybody that's been out on calls with us, multiply that. We have, hotels filled with migrants, but we will respond to every single time. Right? As a matter of fact, the men and women have delivered babies up there in the rooms. It's challenging. We have hospitals. We have the Brockton Hospital out, the Norwood Hospital out. We have one hospital. If not, we're going into the city. We're going to Milton, but maybe even beyond. It's challenging. That loses a ladder company. Again, I sit with that Rose Street study behind me on my shelf, right above my head, and I can't and I won't let it go, because not only do the men and women that have paid their ultimate sacrifice here, but for the retirees who have worked so tirelessly to get us to a launching point, and the men and women of the fire department who I serve as a leader, so that I can get them the tools, equipment, and the things that they need to where I go take it to the next step, and they have been vital and so responsive in giving us what we need. Families, I appreciate your time on a Sunday, and I think that this department here also appreciates the sacrifices that you make. My assistant chief keeps me in line. Everybody should have a Jack Maycomer in their life. The union has been wonderful to work with. I think working with somebody who came up through this department, I understand what is needed. Like I said to them, I will try anything and everything. And I will work and sacrifice to get you anything and everything. And again, as long as, and if we have a problem, we reevaluate, just come to me with a solution or some solutions, and we will reapply that and try again. I leave you with this. I love this department. I grew up here. My dad was on. I remember coming here when I was little. It was so vital to keep this. It is a force multiplier.
Roger that, Chief.
Right? I'm learning to see these military terms, but what it does is it gives this community what it needs to be safe and protected day in and day out. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. I just want to say a few words to double down on what the Chief said. I was so happy that he brought this up. Last summer, we started for the very first time screening all members of the department for cancer. And we couldn't have done that without the support of the select board and the town manager. We brought this to their attention that this is naturally becoming, a process throughout the fire service, that they get annual screening, and they said, whatever you need to do, we support it, we'll do it. And every year we now have annual screening for all our active firefighters. Thank you very much. Deputy Brackett, front and center. Senior firefighter Eric Hoffman. Host. In the last several years, we've had virtually our whole senior officer corps surpass 25 years of service. Talking about the deputy chief, our Captain Newberry, Captain Barkowski, Captain Carrero, and the rest of them are so old they passed it more than several years ago, so I won't mention their names. Also, Lieutenant McNamara, who's also here, he went over 20 years of active service. And today, we honor one of our senior firefighters for coming over 25 years of service to the Stoughton Fire Department. On behalf of Chief Carroll, this dedicated service award is awarded to Senior Firefighter Eric Hoffman for 25 years of service to the Stoughton Fire Department. Thank you for your dedicated service to the community and the men and women of Stoughton Fire. On behalf of the Stoughton Fire Department, job well done. Awarded this 9th day of June, 2024. Signed, Fire Chief Michael Carroll, Assistant Chief Jackson Maycomber. Firefighter Joseph McLaughlin, Bell Detail, Post Front Center. In honor of our departed members, we'll lead the roll call for our departed members of Stoughton Fire Department with a tolling the bell after each name. Charles Wade, Fire Lieutenant. William Corbett, Captain. Everett Winship, Lieutenant. Chester Smith, Deputy Fire Chief. Arthur Dykeman, Firefighter. Edward Kelleher, Firefighter, Line of Duty. Kenneth Roach, Firefighter. Wallace Billings, Firefighter. Frederick Pye, Chief of Department. Bernard Campbell, Firefighter Captain. John Connors, Firefighter. Bernard Smith, Firefighter. William McNamara, Firefighter. Leo Roach, Firefighter. Eugene O'Neill, Firefighter. David Beals, Firefighter. Robert Buckley, Firefighter. Eugene Pugliucci, Deputy Fire Chief, Firefighter. James Fowler, Deputy Fire Chief. Louis Lasivita, Firefighter. Victor C. Melendi, Firefighter, Line of Duty. Eleanor Lopra, Firefighter. Clyde Holmes, Firefighter. Milton Bishop Jr., Firefighter. Arthur Royal Madden Sr., Firefighter. John Noonan Jr., Lieutenant. Emil Gwiat, Firefighter. Leo Riley, Firefighter. James Haran, Firefighter. Ed Lyne Sr., Firefighter. Harold Moore, Firefighter. Pat Catalano, Firefighter. James Purcell, Lieutenant. Robert Blair, Firefighter. Ronald Lee, Firefighter. Earl Bud McMahon, Firefighter. Richard Dick Cherry, Firefighter. John Mo Moriarty, Firefighter. John Nagini, Firefighter. John Lacasse, Captain. Richard Barber, Firefighter. Bradford Wilbur, Firefighter. Arthur Corbett, Deputy Fire Chief. Charles Lindsay, firefighter. Harold Sprague Jr., firefighter. Ronald Bishop, lieutenant. Joseph Kelly, lieutenant. Eldon Merle, houseman. Paul Roach Sr., chief of department. William Miller, fire mechanic. Richard Fontana Rosa, firefighter. Charles Lodge, lieutenant. Francis Fran Stetson, administrative assistant. Arnold Holmes, chief of the auxiliary fire department. Lawrence Doloff, deputy fire chief. Francis Snowy, firefighter. Anthony Novello, deputy fire chief. Arthur Bishop, firefighter. Jack Patterson, firefighter. Charles Fallon, firefighter. Sherry Capizzoli, firefighter. Harry Medler, firefighter. Joseph Arujo, lieutenant. Winslow Weston, firefighter. Louis Gregoire, lieutenant. William Bembury, firefighter. Frederick Freddie Little, line of duty, firefighter. Kenneth James Connors, firefighter. Relieve all members of the department. Please be seated, everyone.
Order! Steady!
For a few words from the president of Local 1512, Lieutenant Justin Goldberg.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to thank everybody for coming. Great turnout. Probably one of the best I've seen. Like the chief, I've been coming since I was a kid. Thank you to all our distinguished guests. I know Senator Timilty had to take off early, but I just wanted to touch one thing that he started, not only for the fire department in Stoughton, but across the state, that this town was able to echo on, and that was the cancer screenings, because they realized how much of a problem that was. So that started, and Senator Timilty, as co-chair of the Public Safety Committee at the state level, was able to start that. And through town meeting in the budget, this town was able to echo it. And I, as union president, am proud that we were able to do that and have all members tested, and everybody is currently working. So that's a round of applause and kudos for everybody. One of the big things that we were taught is to leave it better than you found it. So thanks to all the members sitting over there. They've left it better than they found it. And it's our job to continue that. I do want to touch on somebody that's not here, Roy Peck, who is here every year. Like the assistant chief said, had a little bit of a medical issue. But if Roy was well, he would be here like he has been every year. So thoughts and prayers to the Peck family. The men and women that we work with every day, second to none. More calls than ever, and you do it selflessly. So thank you to all of you for making my job easier. And then to the family and friends of all of us. We can't make the sacrifice without you making the sacrifice. So thank you to all the family and friends that allow us to do this job, knowing that we're going to miss holidays, birthdays, anniversaries. So thank everybody. Thank you for coming, and I'll leave it at that.
Department, attention! Replacing of the wreath.
Firefighters, breathe,
Goldberg and Chief Carroll. Deputy, bring the department to order rounds and parade rest.
Department, order. Parade, rest.
Firefighters Corbett, McLucas, and Sullivan, flag detail, post. Department, left hand, move. Present, halt. Department, order, arms. Parade, rest. For the firefighters' prayer, Captain James Curtin in front of the center, please.
When I am called to duty, God, wherever flames may rage, give me the strength to save some life, whatever be its age. Help me embrace a child before it is too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to fill my calling and to give the best in me, to guard my every neighbor and protect his property. But if according to your will, I am to lose my life, please bless with your protecting hand my children and my wife.
Thank you, Captain Curtin. On behalf of Chief Carroll and the members of Stoughton Fire Department, that concludes the formal iteration of our ceremony. Thank you all for coming, and please stay by for refreshments and drinks and to catch up with old friends and make some new ones. And thank you to Local 1512 for providing our refreshments going forward. Thank you very much.